Hi everyone. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Ageless Spring Cleanse and explain why we do cleansing at the change of seasons and particularly in the spring. In Ayurvedic medicine, spring is naturally the time that the body starts to pull the accumulations from the previous several months up and out to get eliminated from the body. And so Ayurveda works in tune with the body's natural rhythms and with the natural cycles of nature, including the seasonal cycle and how it affects us, so that we can use the momentum of that season to create greater balance and well being in the body, the mind, and of course for the spirit. So, by doing a spring cleanse, what we're doing is we're actually kind of jumping on a ride that's already taken off, and we're using that momentum of nature to our advantage. We're enhancing it, and likewise, it is enhancing the activities that we do in order to help the body to maintain greater homeostasis, to heal, to balance immunity, to decrease inflammation. And so for this particular cleanse, I like to model it on a more stringent Ayurvedic cleanse, but leave it open to people's individual needs. So we're not going off to a retreat center for 40 days to do this cleanse. We're living our lives. We're at home. We've got many responsibilities often. And so what I encourage people to do is to take the time out to do one of these cleanses either in the spring or in the fall. And then in the other seasons or in following years, you'll have the information that you need, and you'll have the experience of having gone through it already with my guidance, so that you can do it on your own. You can do mini ones at the change of seasons. You can do an entire cleanse like we do together at the spring or the fall change of seasons. And so I model this cleanse, like I said, on a more stringent Ayurvedic detoxification program, but I make it doable for people in their modern lives. And even though it's not a really rigorous, intense cleanse per se, we're not doing like a 10-day fast or something like that, we're still eating. Even though it is kind of mild in terms of what people will often do to themselves in the name of detoxification, it's still extraordinarily effective. So I have some testimonials on the website, on the cleanse page, if you want to read them. BridgetShea.com is the website. And things that people like regularly, routinely report are that they have less cravings after the cleanse, that they've lost weight and kept a lot of it off after the cleanse, that their caffeine cravings have minimized, sugar cravings and sensitivity to sugar, that food tastes better to them, and that they don't have the energy highs and lows throughout the day that they had prior to the cleanse. Those are just a few things. A couple cleanses back, one of the people who took the cleanse had her blood work done before and after, and she has a thyroid condition, and her thyroid numbers normalized. She had her numbers tested, I think, day 12 into the cleanse, and her numbers had normalized. And that person had also lost some weight, and I believe it was her cholesterol numbers also went down significantly. There was one other reading, and I'm pretty sure it was cholesterol, not sugar, that went down like 20 points. So, and again, still eating. And eating and not eliminating a lot of the things that are trendy to eliminate right now. So this cleanse is done, like I said, based in an Ayurvedic type of model. And we use a lot of the same seasonings and spices that you would use in traditional Indian cooking. And the basis of the cleanse is grounded in eating a dish called khichdi. And you can search for khichdi online and you can find tons of different recipes. I'll provide you with one, but I encourage people to experiment. So we eat mostly khichdi and vegetables throughout the cleanse. However, some people will modify the cleanse based upon what their needs are. I've had people tell me that they cannot tolerate any beans or legumes because it makes them very uncomfortable. Well, the nice thing with khichdi is that it is a legume, part of it that we're eating, the mung dal, but it doesn't have the two constituents in it that other beans have that irritate the gut or that cause a lot of gas and bloating. The other thing in the khichdi, the other main thing is basmati rice. I usually use basmati rice. There's another type of rice that we could also get, Mansoor rice. But basmati rice is indicated, and there have been studies done on eating basmati rice with mung dal, and it turns out that those two things combined actually help to stabilize one's blood sugar. So I'm not saying it cures diabetes. What I'm saying is that if you eat a bowl of white rice, your blood sugar might spike because it turns to sugar fast. It's a refined white rice. However, in tandem with the mung dal, it doesn't do that. And it's utilized to kind of scrape the gunk off the walls of the intestines so that the intestinal mucosa can function optimally and be in a good consistency. And it's also great for sustaining energy levels, and it's easy to digest. So the main premise of what we're doing during the cleanse is getting ourselves out of the way, getting our minds out of the way, getting what we think about food and diet and lifestyle and what's best for us out of the way, and actually doing what we realize is best for us. Actually eating according to the cycles and rhythms of the circadian clock, the 24-hour rhythm that we all go through and that our microbiomes go through. So we acclimate to that eating time, eating schedule, and lots of other things. So there are some supplements that come along with the cleanse, and there is mung dal, there is rice, there's prepared, it's not prepared in that it's cooked, but it's khichdi that's mixed together, the mung dal and rice, so that you don't need to pretty much buy any food except for your vegetables and some ginger root. So for the whole 10 days of the cleanse, I provide pretty much everything that you're going to eat, including a spice blend. So I would consider it if you haven't done it before. If you have done it before and you'd like to do it again guided, I'm happy to talk to you about that. Get a hold of me at bridget@bridgetshea.com. That's my email. You can text the clinic or you can call, and the number is 518-450-1945. And if you have any questions, let me know. Some of what's in the cleanse is outlined in the Handbook of Chinese Medicine and in Cultivating Your Microbiome. And I am able to work around people's dietary restrictions. If you really can't have mung dal and rice, we can design a program just for you so that you're still integrating all of the really essential lifestyle and dietary guidance tips from Ayurvedic medicine and having the guidance throughout the cleanse, so that you can still get the benefit of doing an Ayurvedic cleanse without having to eat that same meal through the whole thing. So that's it in a nutshell, or maybe a really big coconut shell. All right, have a great rest of your day.